As far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the founding students of Markaz Academy, and I passed out in the year 2005 and eventually went to Bangalore to complete my graduation. Currently, I'm working as a chief operating officer at a tech company, one of the largest crypto exchange in the world. And previous to that, I worked for Flipkart.com, Paytm, and some of the billion-dollar startups in India. It's an honor to be invited here to talk in front of you.
Now I would like to invite Sirajuddin, an ex-student of Markaz Academy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'd like to begin with thanking Almighty Allah for bringing us all here together on this occasion. And I think I'd congratulate all of you for completing 25 years of Markaz Academy. It would not have been possible without the sacrifice of a lot of people, including the entire Ajmal family, a lot of teachers, guardians, students, the management of Markazul Ma'arif, and a lot of other people who supported, sacrificed to make this happen today. As far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the founding students of Markaz Academy, and I passed out in the year 2005 and eventually went to Bangalore to complete my graduation. Currently, I'm working as a chief operating officer at a tech company, one of the largest crypto exchange in the world. And previous to that, I worked for Flipkart.com, Paytm, and some of the billion-dollar startups in India. It's an honor to be invited here to talk in front of you. But little bit of success that I've achieved, I would say a lot of that actually is because of the values that I have built while I was at this school. And I'd like to share some story of how I eventually ended up in this school and how wherever I am today, it is because of so many people who supported me, mentored me, guided me throughout this journey. To start with, in the year 1994, my father had a dream to send me to an English medium school. However, my grandfather was opposed to that idea because he thought going to an English medium school would not have the right values that as a Muslim he would want to see. But eventually my father met Alhaj Badruddin Sahab, and he told him that this is his dream. And then he mentioned that we are going to open an English medium school which will have the right values for your children. And that's when I got admission in 1994 in Markaz Academy. Straightforward, when I was in my 7th standard, obviously I was in my teens, I was very naughty, and my father decided to send me to the hostel, like the boarding. I stay just probably a few kilometers from here, but my father thought, I need the right environment and the right people around me to be successful. So he sent me to the hostel, and I would really like to thank all the teachers to tolerate me. I was probably one of the naughtiest students in the school, but I'm thankful that they guided me, they kind of supported me throughout this journey. Right after my 10th, I think, my father was not clear what to do with me, and again, that's when he spoke to Maulana Badruddin Sahab, and then he suggested that why don't you send the kid to Bangalore? We have our office and people sitting there. And that's when my father kind of sent me. I don't know if many people after 10th they would go to Bangalore, but my father kind of decided and took his advice and sent me there. Of course, there I started my studies. After my 10+2, my father was critically unwell. That's when I kind of decided to come back to Assam and stay here. That's when Mohammad Sirajuddin Ajmal kind of came to know that I'm coming back and I'm staying here. That's when he called me to his office and he said, there's not much that you can do. I can take care of your father. You should go back and complete your graduation. That's when I went back, I completed my graduation, and eventually I got a job at one of the largest consulting company in the world, Cognizant. There I kind of worked for a few years, and rightly Baharul sir said, if you have to be successful in life, you have to have the right mentors, the right people supporting you. And I've been very lucky to be working with some of the brightest minds in the world. And thankfully I've worked with some of the big companies, people from IITs, IIM. I've mentored some of the people from IITs in my previous job. Right now, by grace of Almighty Allah, I'm doing well for myself. But I want to look back and kind of thank all the amazing people that have supported me throughout this journey. Without this school, without the support of all of you, this would not be possible. Last but not the least, I would like to kind of really accept what Amiruddin Sahab has just mentioned, that as a student of this school, if we are successful, we should be kind of contributing some of it to the organization, to the school, and I would love to do that. I'd love to connect with someone who could kind of facilitate that for me. I'd love to contribute to the school that has made me who I am today. And thank you so much. I'd like to thank my parents. My dad is no more, but I wish, I'm sure like my mom and everyone is proud of me. And thank you to sir, because of his dedication, I think this school is doing so well. So thank you everyone, and God bless you.